Like that. December 20. Oh, it's December 28th. We went to sleep. 9:51 a.m. District Court. Oh shit, we're in court already? This is it. Judgment Day. We need to put it that way. Today, things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Ah! What's the big idea? Sorry, Nick. Did you just tase me? I only touched your shoulder. Oh my god, we're just still fucking electrified. I guess the shock hasn't worn off from my run-in with the stun gun yesterday. See it? Okay, see these over here? Go to them and say, hey, so you know Von Karma, right? He electrocuted me and I can prove it. And then you touch them and it zaps them. Why the fuck is no one going to the police about this? Anyhow, today's the last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. At this point, Nick, you could just bring a fucking bazooka into the trial and shoot Von Karma and get away scot-free, because there's no law in this world. Edgeworth is looking glum as always. Glum as always. I hope Von Karma doesn't push him too hard. It's my job. Whoa! What the fuck are you doing? Sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Maya, maybe you should go outside and discharge. Phoenix! You can't say that! Right, good idea. No! God, hold on, I'm gonna go outside and discharge real quick. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Hopefully it's not raining. Woo yeah, pal! What's gotten into that girl? Detective Gumshoe! Morning, Mr. Edgeworth. Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured our runaway caretaker. I love you, Gumshoe. Well done. I just brought him in. Took all night, pal. Thanks, Detective Gumshoe. You must be tired. Maybe next you can arrest Von Karma for fucking tasing me and stealing evidence? Actually, after that shock I got on the way in, I feel pretty good. Alright, your answer is that sort of thing. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge on Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Statue. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. You surprised? Right, very well. Your Honor, just to get things started off, he fucking tased me! We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask that the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be hard into silence for every little thing he says. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gumshoe's efforts, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. Yeah, because if he says no, then you just let him away, huh? I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring in the witness to the courtroom. God. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, no one says that. I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Witness! Why did you run away yesterday? Oh my god, the witness was not running away, as he will now testify. I see. I'm assuming you told him to fucking say this? Very well, please begin your testimony. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Great, can't wait. I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did, but I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for Polly, see? I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So, my testimony yesterday stands as is. Good night. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm gonna prove it! Just say Yanni and see if he looks over at you. Alright. I want to see, do I still have the letter? I do not still have the letter. Taking from Gregory Edgeworth's heart still bears, I thought it said still beating, still bears clear ballistic marks. How the fuck is that going to come in handy? Photograph the scene of the murder. Yeah, wait, there was 2 gunshots. There's no way Edgeworth could have killed him. Like, does it bump against the gun bump against 2 things? Alright, anyway. Yeah, I have nothing to do anyway. I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday just as it. Are you? Are you really sorry? I call what you did running away, and not just leaving. You heard Larry's testimony, and realized you were in danger.
Now, Mr. Wright, there's no need to rush to conclusions. As I said, the witness was not running away.
I'm not asking you, Von Karma.
Listen to the testimony.
He sure seems relaxed. In fact, they both do. Von Karma and Yanni Yogi.
But I wasn't running away or nothing.
I'm sure you were. Then why did you leave? Let him answer!
He's just about to say why. Why is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone is talking?
If I sat quietly, Edgeworth would be guilty in 3 minutes. Okay, I went to buy some food and coffee. Food? Just ask him where he went, and then wherever he was can prove it. Well, Polly is a bit of a gourmand, do you see? She only eats these high-quality bird pellets from France. They only have them in the big pet shop downtown. Right, ask them if they were there, if he was there. But you weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the caretaker's shack? Well, I kind of got lost, you see.
The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack.
Back to the shack? Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. No one's going to believe that.
I see. So he was lost.
Please, Your Honor, come to your senses. Oh, just get the fucking pet shop to prove it. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, aside from the fact that you murdered. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct?
Yep, seems like it.
But how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Or maybe you're lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are.
The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof.
How am I supposed to prove what's going on if that old, that old codger's head? What is this? Is this like 17th century England fucking slang? Old codger? That's impossible.
I'm glad you've come to your senses, Mr. Wright.
How do you know? I was thinking. Can you read my thoughts?
Very well, witness. Please continue.
All right. I figured I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. Okay, I'm just gonna look through everything real quick so I know. Boat caretaker on his name Polly. File on the DL6 incident. Okay. None of this seems immediately useful. Alright. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do! You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right?
Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible.
I have to prove he's lying about his memory. Otherwise, it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends.
Uh-oh. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Oh, what? You're looking very nice today.
Oh, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness's memory of the past or lack thereof into question. But does this really have anything to do with the current case?
Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said he has nothing to do with this case, and no motive. Both of these statements are lies! His dress sense is whack as well, like Jesus Christ.
Order! Order! Mr. Wright, there's a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is?
Of course, Your Honor.
Ho ho! Now this is interesting. I would like to know myself. So, who is he?
Don't play dumb, Von Karma!
Mr. Wright, please tell us this witness's name.
Can I say Miles Edgeworth? I cannot. I don't want to fuck up and lose health, even though it'd be funny. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff!
Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh! Yanni Yogi from the DL6 incident!
It figures the judge would have heard of it. It was such a famous case.
But what does this mean?
Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive.
Jumping to conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi? Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law, as you may recall. You need proof.
Ask someone who worked with him back then, get his fingerprints, do a blood test.
And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory.
This is it. I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. Nick, how are you going to prove it? How can you prove that he's Yanni Yogi? It's okay. It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Thank you, Phoenix. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago.
I see. That makes sense.
Huh?
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. Wright.
Why?
The witness has no fingerprints.
What the fuck are you talking about? What? What? No fingerprints? Ow!
You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep.
So bullshit. What? Yogi, you sneaky bastard. You burned your fingerprints off to hide your past.
Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we'll not be able to prove his identity.
No!
Well, what will you do, Mr. Wright? It seems that the case has been decided, no?
No, what? No! I know what had happened. I know everything. I just can't prove it. But no, I can't let it end like this. I can't lose. Phoenix, take your pull the collar of your shirt down and show them the big massive scar that's on your neck from getting zapped with the 600,000 bolt fucking taser. There has to be another way.
There is no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one.
Miles Edgeworth? Nick, what are we going to do? I didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprints. What do I do?
Well, Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief.
That's actually a pretty good idea. Yeah, very funny. You're a sore winner, Von Karma. Wait a second. Cross-examine his parrot? What is it, Nick? No, you're not going to... Your Honor! The defense would like to take Mr. Von Karma up on his proposal.
Take Mr. Von Karma up? On my proposal?
Exactly, Your Honor. I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. Good Lord.
Order! Order! Well, what do you think, Mr. Von Karma?
You suggested it. You have to agree.
Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object.
Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested.
Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course, should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences.
Nick, this is crazy.
Well, still want to go through with your little game?
Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm fucking doing it. Let the parrot take the stand. Good Lord. I will cross-examine her, Your Honor, as I'm prone to do with the ladies.
This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
Von Karma's rigged every person's testimony, every piece of evidence, except the parrot. She's my last chance. At least, I think so.
Bailiff, bring in the parrot.
Good God. This is fucking ridiculous. This is so stupid.
That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me.
The witness is a bird, Your Honor. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird.
Ahem. Very well, witness. Who is your owner? Please, testify for us.
It's not going to testify. You have to say its name. Who's your owner? Yep. Hello, hello.
Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. Very well, begin your cross-examination.
Right. What are you going to do, Nick? I don't know. What do we do, Maya? You're gonna let me cross-examine this? Well, I guess we should try to get some information out of her. We need to show her the juice that her own, show the judge. We need to show her the juice that her owner is Mr. Yogi. This is so stupid. Hold it, you stupid parrot! Witness, you can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. I want you to testify. Maya, you talk to her. Right. What do I say? Have we forgotten something? What is your name? What's the safe number? This one is the most suspect. As I recall, 2 days ago. Oh, flashback time. Woo! Polly, have we forgotten something? What? Don't forget DL6. What? If I can get Polly to say that here, that will prove that the caretaker had something to do with DL6. Polly, have we forgotten something? Hello? What? That's not what you're supposed to say. Forgot. Something we forgot. Hello? What? Uh-oh, it's not working, Nick. She won't say it. This is ridiculous. Why won't she say it?
Something the matter, Mr. Wright?
Is this not Polly? Wait. Don't tell me Von Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained this parrot, could he? Did he train her not to respond when we asked if we'd forgotten anything? Oh, good lord. Press her on the dot. Oops. Ah! I'm so not used to just it being one click. Alright, one click. Oh, okay, then press. Witness! You're here to speak! You must speak to me!
Frankly, I can't believe that you're speaking to the parrot.
Well, I guess we should hurry. We should try to get some information out of her. Okay, I don't... Like, what? It answers to the name Polly. Oh, shit. It actually might be the fact that this isn't Polly. Because she didn't answer to the name Polly. But I'll press her on this again to see if I can get it. Oh, no, wait. I meant to click. Gosh darn it. Witness! You can't just say hello and expect us to get anywhere. Alright. Maya, you talk to her. What do I say? What's the safe number? What's your name? Yeah, this is how we get her. Maybe I should get her to say her name. Polly! What's your name? Polly! What?
Mr. Wright, I think we've established that this parrot is named Polly.
Hey, she didn't answer you when you asked, Your Honor. You're welcome.
Does this have anything to do with her owner's identity?
I mean, it proves that it's his parrot. Yes, it does!
Ha, fascinating. You claim that the parrot's name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof.
Nick, don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? Listen, we're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. All we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof that the parrot's name reveals the caretaker's identity is... What? Hold on a sec. Murder weapons fired twice. Yanni Yogi. Court bailiff trapped in an elevator with the Edgeworths. Memory lost due to occupation protection. After his arrest, fiancée Polly Jenkins committed suicide. Oh, that was unexpectedly dark. I'm sorry. Okay, maybe we should let him go. I didn't know that was going to come up. Sorry.
The DL6 case file? That's quite a large file you have there.
Thank you, Von Karma.
Which page is this proof on, then? Show us, or stop wasting our time. Very well. Mr. Wright, please show us the page. Where in this file is the information connected to this pirate's name?
Suspect data. It's on the suspect data page. This page is all the information about Yanni Yogi. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see?
Indeed, it does say that, yes.
What was his fiancée's name?
Polly Jenkins. Polly!
Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide, and she just so happened to be named the stereotypical parrot name. That's why he named his parrot after her.
I see. I guess that is possible.
Possible? It's confirmed.
Bah, a mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix.
Well, she must be a big fan then, Karma.
Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does this make you my granddaughter's fiancé?
Well, actually, Von Karma,
She's only 7. Oh, she's only 7 years old.
oh no! And then Von Phoenix goes to jail. He really turned it around on you.
Indeed. Alone, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial.
Especially since every fucking parrot is named Polly.
We would need some other corroborating evidence.
Where am I going to find that? You need to ask your fucking 7-year-old fiance. Nick, we're getting closer. One more. If we could just get one more piece of evidence. Right. But what?
Very well, witness. You may continue.
She is a bird. Dude. I mean, ask her the other thing. Fuck it. What's the safe number? Please. Maybe I'll get her to say this number if that's safe. Huh? The safe? Why? Let's just try to get her to say anything, okay? Polly! What was the number to the safe in the shack?
1228! 1228!
My, what a reckless parrot. Well, Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with the caretaker.
I mean, it has to, right? 1228, baby. 1228. Actually, it does. Actually, it does! That's why I had her say it.
Ridiculous. How can the number to his safe tell us who the caretaker is? Show us your proof. What could possibly link this number to the caretaker's true identity?
No, not that one. It's the other thing that looks the same as it. This one. Yep.
The DL6 case file. What is this obsession you have with that case? Mr. Wright, where in this file is something relating to that safe number?
Case summary, babe. It's on the case summary page.
The case summary?
Specifically, the date on which the DL6 incident occurred.
The date of the incident? December 28th. Why, that's today's date, 15 years ago.
And the number on that safe is 1228.
Ah!
He used the date of the DL6 incident as a number for his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him.
I see. It certainly is an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. Bah, this is not tangible proof. I set my ATM card number to 0001 because I'm number 1.
Alright. Can I borrow your card?
This has nothing to do with the date. Nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that is a possibility. However, 2 coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately.
Uh-oh! You're in trouble, Mr. Yogi.
Witness, tell us your name. Wait. This witness, he doesn't remember. Shut up.
No, it's okay. Hold on. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. Jesus fucking Christ. Hold on a sec. I need to check something. Yanni Yogi, age 37, so he's 47, he's 52. Okay. So it's not too ridiculous for him to look like this. Oh god. I'm done. Nick! He looks totally different! He's so sexy. This is the real Yogi, I think. Finally. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity. Acting for 15 years. He looks like a JoJo character.
Well, let me ask you again. Please state your name to the court.
My name is Yanni Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court.
You are so busted. Order!
Yanni Yogi! So, was it you who killed Robert Hammond? And tried to frame Miles Edgeworth for his death?
Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would make me innocent, get me off the hook.
My god, you just look like a completely different character.
So, I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent, really, but he didn't believe me.
Von Karma killed him.
We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancée, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in careful detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally, a chance to have my revenge on Robert Hammond and Miles Edgeworth. I have no regrets.
Wait a moment! Revenge against Miles Edgeworth?
He was a child, though.
What do you mean?
I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. I was the one who killed Robert Hammond.
Well, that works.
Von Karma, where is Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor. I saw no room for error in his confession.
Oh, that's a surprise.
Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least.
Oh, God. It doesn't even matter if he did kill his dad 15 years ago. It wasn't murder. He threw a gun and it accidentally discharged. He was a child.
Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand?
What's up, bitches?
There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you are cleared of suspicion for this particular case. So I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections?
Objection! I don't believe it. Why isn't Von Karma saying anything?
Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, an objection.
Nope, never mind. How's your track record feeling, Von Karma? Do you like this confetti?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
Wait, why did you make him take the stand? Just a sec. Oh my fucking god.
Did someone just say objection?
It wasn't Von Karma. Wait, but that means it was Maya. No. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I object to your judgment.
What do you mean?
I'm not innocent at all. As we've heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Nick, Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell them he was the murderer of the DL6 incident. He's going to tell them he killed his own dad. Uh-oh, what do? Raise an objection. Objection! The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth's outburst.
Didn't something like this happen yesterday, too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed.
That would be Larry.
We must hear this new statement.
Great, thanks Larry, you fucked everything once again.
We must hear Miles Edgeworth. He's right. We have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out.
Good Lord.
For 15 years, I've had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. But now I know it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer.
You mean in the incident where your father died?
From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the DL6 incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt.
I'm guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me!
Why are you pointing at me, Edgeworth?
Shut up, Phoenix! Order! Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant, declared innocent, is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitations runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. Bah! It's obvious. We hold a trial, right here, right now. We tried this man for his crime 15 years ago.
God fucking lord. You mean his accidental killing of his dad when he was 8? Are you serious?
I think I'd like to take a 5-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned.
This is redonkulous. And I don't use that word lightly.
I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Mr. Edgeworth, I don't believe it, sir. I mean, you kill your dad?
I didn't want to believe it myself, Detective. But it's the truth. I deserve to be punished. Punish me, Phoenix. What? Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances.
This is crazy! Just crazy!
Nick, what are you doing? Zoop.
Huh?
Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case? For what?
Huh?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent.
What are you talking about, pal? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it. In court.
I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe you in your nightmare.
What?
It's just a dream. It's not real. The truth is right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your asshole. The real fight is just beginning. I'll prove you're innocent. Trust me.
Right.
You son of a bitch, Phoenix. Alright. Very interesting.
Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Judge, Miles Edgeworth has admitted his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony.
Like, okay, here's the thing, right? They solved the case. Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. This does not need to happen today. Carmack, you can go home. We can hire a different fucking attorney for this. You can go home to your fucking family.
Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on DL6 incident runs out today.
Okay, I guess not.
Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. I see. Does the defense have any objections?
Yes. Never mind. No, Your Honor. Von Karma, you knew this was going to happen from the very beginning, didn't you?
Very well. Will Miles Edgeworth take the stand?
Behold the power of my stand, Your Honor.
Would the witness state his name and profession?
Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney.
Mr. Edgeworth, 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth.
See this word right here that you just said? See this word, mistakenly killed? If he says yes, he's off scot-free. What are they going to do? Sue his family? Oh, wait.
Is this correct?
It is correct.
Then testify about this matter to the court.
When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail didn't quite fit. That will be the key, but only if I can get it to work. Please, please. Is she trying to fucking summon Mia? Maya, it's okay, I'd rather have you here, you're funnier. That day, I'd gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. It was my father's cock. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. I forget what happens next, Your Honor. Give me a moment. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all.
Hmm. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream. I'm fucking yawning.
We were stuck in that elevator for 5 years. The oxygen in the elevator ran out, and I lost my memory of the events.
See, like, that's not how oxygen deprivation works. Like, you pass out and then your fucking brain starts dying.
Ah, the same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, the fucking smell in that elevator must have been horrible. Alright. That day I'd gone to the courtroom. Okay, DL6 incident. There was 2 gunshots, wasn't there? Defense attorney trapped in the elevator was running with a lost son, blah blah blah. 1 bullet fell into her. The murder weapon was fired twice. The murder weapon was fired twice. There's also the, there's a fucking, where is it? Like, there's a bullet hole in the window as well. So, like, the fuck? What are you saying? What are you telling me here? Huh? What are you trying to convince me? I go into the courtroom to observe one of Crowder's trials. Okay, I'll just press everything so I can hear Edgeworth speak. Please, please.
What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly. Only 2 things. I know my father lost, and Mr. Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney.
Like, could things be any worse for Von Karma right now? He's obviously guilty of this.
Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago. I don't remember the details.
That was when Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence.
Which one? Big one?
We went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in that elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yanni Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed and no one came to help, my father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was a 9-year-old boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. But then, just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assume it was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from his holster. What?
And you picked it up. What happened next?
I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous. But the air was getting so thick, I panicked.
Oh, gross.
So, you're saying you threw the pistol at Mr. Yogi?
I was in a daze.
This is why they should just have plants in every elevator.
A moment later, there was a single gunshot and then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think, after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they've echoed in my head every day. That gunshot and that horrible scream. The scream.
Well, this is where we bust you.
That was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. To this day?
Why are you asking about that?
Yes, I can practically hear it now.
It's just the screaming in the distance.
I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. One part of that testimony clearly contradicts the evidence.
Oh yeah, you can remember the scream but you forget everything else?
But I don't know what that means. I better find out, and quick.
Yeah, you're fucking busted, Edgeworth. Picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted him to stop fighting. A moment later, there's a single gunshot and a scream. So I could either object with this and the fact that the gun was fired twice, or I could go to this and the fact that he says he doesn't remember. But I don't think I can. I don't think I have anything in my evidence. My evidence here to say, unless it says that Gregory Edgeworth suspect. Okay, yeah, it doesn't. I'm going to hit you with. Wait, does this have a murder weapon in it? No. Does it? The murder weapon's fired twice. It does. Okay. Back. Terrible scream. Remember to this. I want to go here. A moment later, a gunshot and then a scream. So I want to present the DL6 incident. Objection!
Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the shot and the scream. Then everything faded. I was unconscious until the rescuers came.
I see.
No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't.
Oh God, I'm blind!
Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness's testimony.
You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence, unless you can tell us what page it's on!
Oh my god. Which page contradicts Miles Edgeworth's testimony? The second one. Wait, I'll check it just to be sure, but I think it's the second one. Yep. Look at the victim data in this file. It says it quite plainly. The murder weapon was fired twice. How hollow are their desks, by the way? Because every time they touch the fucking desk, it goes doof. Miles Edgeworth only heard one gunshot. Yet, the murder weapon was fired twice. How do they know, though? Because he could have just shot someone else the day before. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So, who fired the remaining shot?
Was there, perhaps, another shooter who fired that second shot?
Yes, there was, and he's talking right now.
Your Honor, as I'm sure you're aware, this incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident.
God damn it.
There is no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident.
What?
I see.
I can't believe Von Karma is using fucking Lord logic in a court of law. It's never been used in here before.
You do have a point, Mr. Wright. The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those two shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time.
Was that necessary? Was that last part necessary to be included?
Do you have any proof that the other shot had fired had something to do with the case?
Yes. Your Honor, I think I'll be able to show you proof.
What? Impossible. Now, Mr. Von Karma, save your surprise for after you've seen the evidence. Very well, Mr. Wright, show us your proof. Do you have evidence that the second firing of the pistol is related to this incident?
Oh, Edgeworth, you're gonna love this one, buddy. Take a good look at this evidence, baby. Look familiar? Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh.
This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago.
Fucking funny, isn't it? Miles, are you seeing this?
I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth.
This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it.
So, let me get this straight. This photo proves two shots were fired? Where?
Your Honor, please get a clue. I mean, fair enough. Everyone's a fucking dumbass. Showing the judge the contradiction in this photo. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I like the little subtle roast. Like, some people might not pick up on that.
I see. A bullet hole in the door.
Your Honor, if they had a bullet hole in the door, then how couldn't they breathe? Gregory Edgeworth was killed by a shot from the pistol. Yet, there's also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired that second shot.
Order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at?
It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out. In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else.
Mr. Wright, who could that someone else be?
The murderer, of course. This guy right here.
I know I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely.
Are you going to give me an updated autopsy report 15 years later?
Try the case summary page.
Case summary? That's on page 1.
Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene.
Wrong?
If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. That second bullet has never been found. Why? Because the second bullet does not exist. The bullet that claimed Gregory Edgeworth's life was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter. The whole truth. No, because the other bullet went out the window. It was undoubtedly something else that made that bullet hole in the door.
Something else made the bullet hole? So something that wasn't a bullet made a bullet hole. Okay.
Order! I will have order. Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly. That the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, as Mr. Von Karma says, the second bullet fired was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked this second bullet. So, all we have is the single bullet fired.
Why did you put your gavel in there? That was completely unnecessary.
I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom in this matter.
Oh, thank you. God, how did this happen? I don't believe that the second bullet didn't exist. Was I wrong? Have I been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? Why aren't you raising an objection? I'm sorry, Maya. What? It looks like I was wrong. Nick? If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. But you said you'd do it, Nick! You said you'd get Edgeworth declared innocent! I'm sorry. It's just, when I saw the photograph, I thought the 2 shots had been fired. I was so certain of it. I thought I'd won. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. But now, I was wrong to think it could be that simple. This case has stood unsolved for 15 years. Nick.
Well, it seems we have finally cleared up this incident. Only one bullet was found at the scene of the crime. That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any objections?
No. No, I do not.
So you killed your father, but it was not your intention?
Like, the fact that you're saying it's not his intention means it doesn't matter if you killed him or not. Like, the only reason you should be doing this is if you want to figure out who actually killed him. Or, like, if it wasn't Edgeworth. Like, there's no reason to be putting him on fucking blast for this. I'm drinking some water. Yes, I did. No. He's accepted the guilt.
Very well. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce a verdict on the defendant today, right here.
Not guilty! He didn't kill him on purpose! This is kangaroo court!
Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections?
Yes! I've been here before. It's just like my first day in court. There are so many things I know I should be saying, but my mind's gone blank. I can't find the words.
Mr. Wright?
Your Honor! I object!
Mr. Wright, on what grounds do you object?
Oh, Nick, I don't know. His case is perfect. No, it's not. Oh no. Maya, you have to save me. Oh, that was creepy. Did anyone else see like one frame of Mia? It must exist. The second bullet. What? What did you just say? Nothing. The second bullet must exist? Oh my god, Phoenix Wright is more psychic than his fucking psychic assistant. But where? Someone took it.
It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answers from Mr. Wright.
I'm being haunted by an SCP. Can you give me a sec? There's a fucking creepypasta flashing on my screen. Wait, Your Honor! The second bullet, it existed.
What? But we've just heard proof that it did not exist.
No, we didn't. I realize that, Your Honor. I'm really grasping here. It's just, someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened.
But who?
The murderer!
The murderer? Then tell us, just who is this murderer?
You! I'm still thinking about that one.
So the criminal took the second bullet, but why?
Huh?
First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, Mr. Wright. Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for that bullet?
Yeah. Of course there was a need. That's why they took it.
Bah, what possible reason could they have had?
Well, the reason the murderer took the bullet away from the scene with them is the bullet would be proof. The murderer was cautious. The bullet would be proof. Both of these both mean the same thing. These are both the same response. This is the same response worded differently. So if one of these is wrong, the bullet would be proof. The murderer was cautious. The bullet would be proof, I suppose. Maybe they thought that the bullet would be used as proof.
Proof?
It was a special bullet, so they took it with them. Phoenix.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
Huh?
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
Oh, right.
Mr. Wright, have you really thought this through? I'm going to have to penalize you.
This is ridiculous. This is kangaroo court, Your Honor. This isn't going so well. Was there some pressing need for them? These mean the same thing. I'm skipping through this. Well, the murderer was a very cautious sort, you see. That's why the murderer had to search for that bullet.
If that was the case, then they should have taken the bullet from inside Gregory as well.
You're wrong, Von Karma! Fuck's sake, they knew the first shot missed, so they wouldn't, and they put a second one in his heart.
Why would they only take one of the 2 shots fired?
To make them think that only 1 shot was fired on the day. Alright. Penalize me all you want, Your Honor. I'm right, you're wrong. You fucking douche. Sorry, the murderer didn't need it. I'll pretend. Why would the murderer have spent the time to look for that stray bullet? I haven't got a clue. So I just have to pretend to be stupid?
What's wrong, Mr. Wright? Bah, the murderer had no reason to take that bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true.
Had to take it. Had to take it? The murderer? What does that mean? I love how Phoenix is having a fucking psychotic episode in the middle of court, and he's like, huh, what does that mean? You're thinking too normal. Think crazy. I think he already is. I think he started thinking crazy as soon as he started listening to the voices in his head. Don't think why that bullet was taken. Think why the bullet had to be taken.
Mr. Wright, you're foaming at the mouth.
Yes, Your Honor. I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, the murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene. But, the murderer had to take that bullet.
Had to, Mr. Wright? What do you mean?
So now we can say he had to take the bullet? Well, for instance. For instance what? Maybe the bullet, hit the murderer? What the fuck are you talking about? What? What are you saying? Like the worst part is, this is going to be correct. That's the worst part. This is going to be right. It just made that noise and it's in red and the music stopped. So this is correct. You're telling me this is correct? You're telling me the murderer didn't get rid of the bullet so that they think that the gun was only fired once? So that it couldn't possibly be traced back to them? What the fuck are you talking about, Phoenix?
The bullet hit the murderer?
Just saying, for instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. You know? Wait a second. I was just talking off the top of my head. But what if that's really what happened? If that's really what happened, I'm gonna be angry, Phoenix.
Let me get this straight. So at the time of the murderer himself was shot, and they left with the second bullet still inside of them, thus leaving only 1 bullet at the scene of the crime.
Yes, I guess that's how it would work, yeah.
But there's a problem with that. The other 2 people rescued from that elevator, Miles Edgeworth and Yanni Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean
the murderer came from outside, yes. Right there. The 2 men fight. Oh wait, what? Who's saying this? The 2 men fight inside the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges, and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the men inside. What? I thought it was trapped between 2 floors. What are you talking about?
Mr. Wright, you are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I've ever known.
It's crazy, isn't it? He can just say stuff that is completely insane and have it be correct. It's fucking ridiculous. And he's possessed by ghosts.
I can tell you're grasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say.
Show us your shoulder, Von Karma.
What are you saying? Deny it! Deny it! No one involved in the incident was wounded. There was no murderer.
No one was wounded at the time of the incident. He's right. I can't think of anyone. Hey, Nick. Huh? I just thought of something really crazy. Crazy? Remember what Mr. Grossberg said yesterday?
Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record.
Wow.
It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting.
What if Von Karma didn't take that vacation because of shock? But took it because he was injured? Which would mean... it could only mean one thing. He was the murderer in the DL6 incident! He was the man who shot Gregory Edgeworth! Everyone in the courtroom can hear you! You're shouting at each other, and no one else is speaking. It was Von Karma! Oh man!
Something wrong, Mr. Wright? You seem dazed.
No, Your Honor.
Well,
Are you just gonna cover up for this one as well? Like you covered up for him fucking tasing you?
you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect?
Uh-oh. Should I come out and say it now? Yeah! Yeah, fuck it! He tased you as well. Fuck that guy, get him gone by bars. Your Honor, there is a suspect. One lone suspect.
Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who is your suspect?
Vagina! Oh, my hands are shaking.
What?
Oh, he's gonna tase you again, watch out. Von Karma! Von Karma?
You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right over there?
No, Your Honor, the actor.
Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection?
Because you took a vacation for several months starting the day of the incident. Yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason?
So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal from my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright?
Wherever you went on fucking holiday.
Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify.
Nick! Let's find out who his doctor is.
It's no use.
Edgeworth?
I know Von Karma, perhaps too well. He's perfect. He wouldn't leave clues.
He probably didn't undergo surgery. He left one clue, you know, the note telling that guy to fucking kill someone and then put you behind bars. And then when he tased me, that was probably caught on camera in the police station. Like, how is he not arrested already?
That would leave a doctor as a witness.
Nobody's that perfect. Nobody's perfect. So what, Nick? Did Von Karma pull the bullet out by himself? That's insane.
No, he couldn't have.
You can't just pull bullets out of yourself.
Yeah, you can.
Wait, it's still inside him. Get out the metal detector, Phoenix! Get out the fucking metal detector! What does that mean?
That bullet has to be somewhere, but where? Well, Mr. Wright, can you produce evidence to prove I was shot?
Yes, I can! Yes, I can! Alright, Von Karma, I'll prove it. And I'll even use evidence. I know how you like it so much.
What?
The evidence that proves Von Karma was shot is, I love how he brought the metal detector, not only to the building, but it's with him behind the fucking desk. It's not even his, he just stole it. Von Karma is perfect. He wouldn't risk surgery, leaving an evidence trail. So then, I ask, where is that bullet now? I think it unlikely that Von Karma performed surgery on himself.
You You don't mean...
I do. There's the possibility that the bullet is still inside Von Karma. He looks like he's made out of metal, so I don't think it's gonna fucking work.
Is that even possible? For all of these years?
What, do you think he's gonna fucking digest it? Well, there's one way to find out. We could use this metal detector that I have for some reason. Well, Von Karma, I'm going to run this over you and see what we find. I'm just gonna go over all of his fucking gold coins.
I refuse. You refuse? But refusing this means... You acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you?
Order! Your Honor, the defense requests that we will be allowed to use the metal detector.
Judge, I call for a suspension of this trial. This is an invasion of privacy.
The statute of limitations runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now.
Enough. I permit the use of the metal detector. Mr. Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing.
Nick, what does this mean? I don't know, but we have to give it a shot. He's just gonna have so much fucking gold coins on him. He's so wealthy. Ah, God! It was just like, as soon as right at the last second, I was like, oh no. And I put my hands up over my ears as if it was going to help, but it just fucking made the noise louder because my headphones are on my ears. God, it's so fucking, God, who made it so loud? Who did? I can't even turn it down because my fucking sound effects are on 1. I hate you. No, it's so fucking loud, dude. I reacted. Something's inside his right shoulder. A bullet. Mr. Von Karma. You. It was you.
I was afraid this would happen, and so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet inside my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident.
What?
I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident, back when I was raised in the hood. I was a Crip, as you can see by my blue coat. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. But, Mr. Von Karma, can you prove that? Prove? I have no obligation to prove anything.
It is Mr. Wright.
Oh shit, it is Mr. Wright who must prove something here. Not I. Mr. Wright, I can prove it. Well, can you prove it? Can you prove that the bullet in Von Karma's shoulder was from DL6? Of course he can't. You don't have any of the DL6 evidence.
You sly son of a bitch. That's because you took it out of the records room yesterday.
With no proof, you cannot convict me of any crime. So sorry, Mr. Wright.
No, I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma.
What?
You were close. One day away from freedom. But, you see, I have proof!
What?
Who would have thought that you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. Polly the Parrot! No, not that one, this one. There we go.
Hurts.
The band, Take That. I have one of their CDs.
A bullet? Where did you get that?
This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken off from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely, with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings? Just fucking push Von Karma down onto his desk and cut open his shoulder. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Oh, don't give me another flashback, oh my god.
Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate.
Dun, 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 dun. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One, the bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets. Then, if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun! The very same pistol. In other words, the murder weapon that killed Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder. Then we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma?
My game was so fucking hard. That scream. I've heard that scream before.
Wait, I know. He heard that exact scream. You're telling me that, like, no wonder that would fucking stick with you. Someone went, ah! And then started going, I've heard that scream before. Help, I can't breathe. Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. Stop breathing my air. Get away. Get away from my father. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. Von Karma! It was you who screamed! Edgeworth, pointing to the right, is very cursed.
Mr. Von Karma?
Edgeworth, only you!
So, it was you. And apparently you're a fucking demon from the nether realms.
You and your father are my curse! Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record! And you left a scar on my shoulder that would never fade. I'll bury you! I'll bury you with my bare hands! Death! Death!
I thought that said 15 years later. They were just going to do a time skip at the end of this chapter. 15 years earlier.
Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry.
Von Karma, it's not like you to make this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you.
I was careless.
I'm sorry, but you'll have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time.
Edgeworth!
If we go back and there isn't just blood all over that thing he was smashing his head against, I'm gonna be upset.
It was a shock like none I'd ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly, I found myself in the darkness. I was in the court records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where I was going. The room was pitch black. The lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and felt my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then, there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible, burning pain in my shoulder. Just then, the lights came back on. The elevator door opened before my eyes.
I love how he looks at this. He looks like a 6-foot tall baby.
I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke to a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime.
I love how the perfect crime involves fooling a ghost now.
Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge!
What?
What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it.
Very well.
It appears that we have come to a very long way to the end of this maze. 15 years later. Mr. Miles Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
You were innocent. You are innocent.
He was always going to be innocent. Even if he did kill him, he was innocent.
As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth.
Guilty! They have more confetti? You're telling me they packed like 2 things of confetti just in case? Just in case they had to fucking declare the defendant not guilty twice?
That is all. This court is adjourned.
That is all? What about the fucking SWAT team that has to come in and arrest Von Karma? Are you guys forgetting about that part? Like, like what? Is he just gonna walk away now? Nick! We did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside, you crushed him, Nick. Crushed! I gotta say, I'm impressed.
It was pretty close, though. I was sure we'd had it.
I know. I was on the verge of tears the whole time, myself. But now it's all just a good memory. Now you kiss. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth.
Right.
Yeah? Please start crying and say thank you.
I'm not sure how to say this. I love you.
I know. Try thank you.
I see. Thank you, Wright.
You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that.
Sorry. I'm not good at this sort of thing.
You've got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's caught you there.
Amazing, pal! You pulled through just like I thought you would! I'll never forget this. I owe you one, pal. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares?
See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how you say thank you.
I see.
Whoop!
I feel foolish.
Oh, that's so good. Fucking hell. Don't worry. Take it a little at a time. You'll get used to it. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this unguided. Hey, y'all! What the fuck are you doing here? We're having a moment. Leave. Lotta! Y'all were great in there. Thank you. Oh, shit. She just thanked us for the performance. Thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats.
Thank y'all very much.
I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there.
You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you?
Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, eh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Lotta? Who, me? Oh, I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that the hot dog guy from the park? Oh god, he's here. Huh? It's over, Nick! My life is over! Oh, she broke up with you, didn't she? Why the sad face, Larry? What happened now? Oh, Nick, I'm not long for this world. Oh, you don't look sick. It's Kyan's. She's going to live in Paris. Paris, Nick! She's leaving me behind! Should have seen that coming. Yo, Edgy, there you are.
Yes, here I am.
Congrats, Edgy! Here, a little gift for me in celebration.
Celebration? That's unusual for you.
Harry Butts! You come along tonight too! My treat, pal. Huh? Thanks. Looking forward to it. Yo, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. When he says treat, it's not police talk or prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry.
Right.
Yeah? What's up?
That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it.
Well, yeah. It's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's fucking $38. It's $38. It's $38, right? Huh. What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either.
$38 exactly?
Nick! Wasn't that exactly the amount of lunch money that was stolen from Mr. Edgeworth in school? $38? No. No! Larry, it was you! What are you so surprised about, Wright? Huh?
Larry was absent that day from school, right? But that doesn't automatically rule him out as a suspect.
What?
Think back to that day, 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came to school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history.
I mean, $38 lunch money. I never was good at history.
Edgeworth, you didn't know, did you? I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember?
Yeah, too well.
Right, you may not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually the butts.
I know.
Really, Wright. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out.
Well, this sure is an unexpected turn of events, eh?
Edgeworth.
You should have told me!
No, Nick. It was 15 years ago. Don't you think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? I'd say so, yes.
There you have it. I'm gonna fucking kill you, Larry! Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because of what you two did.
Well, you've always been something of an insufferable prick.
Yeah, and you get worked up too easily, too. Death! The death sentence for both of you! Man, if only I'd known, I've become a prosecutor!
The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought I might have killed my own father. I thought I might have been a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all.
Well, switch. Come onto my team.
Edgeworth. Want to switch, right?
Hey, y'all, fuck off. Line up. I'll take a photo. Okay, never mind. Do we have to fucking shoot a gun down the photo we're taking? Hey, photo time. Let's go.
And after that, dinner on me.
Detective Gumshoe took us out on the town that night. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention.
Why? What?
December 29th, baby. Can we celebrate a late Christmas together? It'll be wholesome. Oh no, Maya's dead. I'm gonna find Maya's corpse.
Whoa, I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Huh? It's still only 5. Maybe I should go back to sleep.
Huh? Oh, what the fuck is this?
What's this? A letter? A letter from the President of the United States of America? Oh no! 2 lovely uncles. Killed by a drone strike. Good morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Mr. Edgeworth, too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. It was useless. So I decided to go back to my training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. I couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick.
No.
Goodbye? What time is it? Go! The first trains for the mountains have already left. To the station!
They have trains for the mountains? Alright, cool. Hunt her the fuck down.
I guess I'm too late.
Hey!
Nick!
Maya! Just fucking run up and give her a hug.
So, you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick.
Well, that's true, but...
be good, okay?
Don't just let her leave! Yeah, that's right! Hold it! Well, wait!
What? I never could have saved Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still.
Well, you saw like 4 frames of her.
It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. Well, that's my sister for you. Detective Gumshoe helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick.
But you were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya.
Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in a daze.
Sorry, oh wait, what? I didn't click twice. Sorry, but that's not true. You provided evidence, something like that.
Evidence?
Show Maya some evidence to cheer her up. Why? Are you telling that to yourself? Picture of your mother. What can I show you that is just not relevant whatsoever? Can I show you a picture of the corpse? The lake photo. Show her your attorney's badge? Point a gun at her and say, "This is my evidence, bitch. Come with me." A map of the lake? I'm gonna show her my attorney's badge. Huh? Sorry, Nick. I guess I don't understand. Uh-oh! Now that I think about it, I don't understand the evidence either. It's okay. You don't have to try and cheer me up. But one day, I'll come back and be useful, I promise. Oh no! Oh no! I fucked it up! I thought it was gonna let me do it again! So, this is it! No, I'm sorry, Maya! No! When did I last save? It was so long ago. See you soon, Maya. No! No! I'm sorry! I didn't know! I didn't fucking know! Come back! Thanks, Nick. No! I was just joking! It was a prank! Come back! And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page and say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Minus Maya. Ha! Don't think you've graduated yet, amateur.
Mr. Wright, perhaps you'd like to rethink that claim?
Yes, Your Honor. Uh-oh, I got a bad feeling about this. Please. Please, no. Let me go back. I'm gonna play through all of the fucking rest of the stuff after I saved. I will. I'll do it.
Hey, pal. Mr. Edgeworth came down to the precinct to wish me a Happy New Year. Talk about a pleasant surprise. Woo! Detective Gumshoe! And he hung his head low and went right back to outside. Kind of like he was embarrassed or something. Strange, huh?
I'm sorry, Maya. I feel so bad. I can't believe I was mean to my favorite character on accident. It was just a joke. I thought it would be funny.
Huh? Nick? No, haven't seen him lately.
Did I die?
Who, me? I've been working at a cheese shop.
Missy's a nice lady, but she's not exactly what you call a cheap date.
Huh?
Oh, she's in Hawaii right now. Yeah. God, Larry, please. I doubt the ending is much different though. Oh, right. Yeah, I remember him. Did I die? I hear he's been busy lately. You know, not to ring my own bell, but I sort of taught him everything he knows. I'm sure he's grateful. They're really talking about this during a trial? What? Did I die? Did Phoenix die? Did he go into hiding? Did he become a serial killer? I think he's probably just sits up every night thinking about that day, about how he said a joke and then Maya took it seriously.
Phoenix Wright? Ah, the defense attorney for whom I wrote that affidavit for. Oh, yes. Oh, as you should know, I've taken over management of the Gatewater Hotel recently. Should you be in the area, please stop by.
I cannot believe this. I cannot fucking believe this. Let me save and go back. It was just a fucking prank.
Ahem! Oh, it's you. Phoenix Wright. Ah, yes. Mia's understudy, was he not? I wonder how he's doing. I haven't seen him of late. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see.
This has to be Maya, right? This has to be Maya asking where Phoenix is. She's come back for revenge.
Phoenix Wright? Is he an actor? Well, I'm not buying it. You can't be a star with a name like Phoenix. Did you know that they're finally putting out one DVD box set? He's not know what TV is, why they use Twitter awards. Everyone knows what the game is going to write anyhow, huh?
Have you never heard of Joaquin Phoenix? He's a star.
I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure owe that Mr. Wright I cried a great deal. Oh, I'm keeping my face out of the public eye until the show's over. I wouldn't want to ruin any kid's dreams, you know?
Well, you ruined my life when I fucking laid eyes on you, Will. Disgusting freak. I'm so scared of tabbing it and looking at stream chat.
Oh, I got a letter from Maya the other day. It sounds like she caught a cold standing under a waterfall and passed away shortly after. I wanted to visit, but I didn't have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. She said she can't buy them where she is. What kind of place is she living in anyway?
She's not living anymore. I love how the bones are still on the plate in the background. They never cleaned up. They've just been sitting there for like a fucking year now. And the fucking monkey still...
Right? Who's that? You want to talk? Let's talk, Pink Princess. All right. But, you know, I snuck into the studio the other day. And I saw her. The one inside the Pink Princess suit. Oh, what a dog. I was kind of a shock for a boy my tender age.
Oh my god, Cody.
Yeah, I remember, right? That lawyer guy. Huh? Me? I'm in training to become a paranormal photographer. You know that picture I took of everyone? Well, just behind them, there's a ghost.
Oh my god.
For real! Now that's talent. I'm gonna be famous.
Oh my fucking god, of course. Mia's ghost is in the background. That's amazing. I hope they show the picture. There can't be like anyone left. There's a boat shop guy. There it is. Yeah, that like proves the existence of ghosts. Where did you get this? Where did this come from? And where did this come from? You just have confetti. Is Gumshoe the one who throws confetti whenever there's a fucking a not guilty verdict? Oh. Brand new episode has been added. Who the fuck are these dudes? Okay, neither of them are dudes, but... Okay, I want to save in a different slot, and I'm going to go back. Save here. Alright, well, that's... Okay, that's... Oh, no, stop! Okay, I went through the entire trial again, and just mashed right click, and it took a long time, but we're here for the true ending. I'm just playing. This is loading, right? Okay. If I saved over that, I would break down into tears. I would fucking cry. I'd have to do all of that again. I would probably play through the entire game again just to do that. I'm crazy like that. Okay, the bullet. I'll show you the bullet. God, fucking. Remember Edgewood's dad? It's a good shit, right? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced that he'd taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Nick. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. Huh? I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay. I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run that office by yourself. You're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. Thanks, Nick. Yeah, no thanks to you, you fucking dickhead. So, my story ends. I'm going to turn a new page. Oh no, it's not going to let me out. And say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now, a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Crazy zany characters! Alright, well, I can't even tab out, so just while this is going, because this just goes automatically, I'm going to say, thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to end the recording now, but there is obviously more, as you can see by the extra little, whatever the fuck extra chapters, so that's coming too, don't worry. But yeah, you know, thank you for watching this series so far, and I hope you've been enjoying it, and I hope you stick around for the next one. I think we're probably going to play Spiritfarer next, but if not, it's going to be something short and sweet, because, you know, Eve was short and sweet, and it stuck with me, so we're going to do something else that's short and sweet. Yeah, this game was fun. It had its ups, it had its downs. It was very funny, but it was also very fucking stupid. I cannot believe that Von Karma got away with tasing two people in a police station. Like, okay, if he did it in a back alley or something, I'd be like, okay, he could reasonably get away, and we can't really prove that he tased us. But no, it was in a police station, in like the documents room, where I'm sure there are many fucking cameras, so the fact that he was not caught is absolutely insane to me. With a 600,000 volt taser? Like, what? You could shoot me with a fucking cannon and it would leave less of a mark than a 600,000 volt taser. How did he get away with that? And it was never even brought up at the trial either. It doesn't make any fucking sense whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, you know, aside from that and like a couple other things, the game was pretty fun and I like the characters. And I hope Maya comes back in the sequel because she is probably my favorite. She's pretty good. She's very funny. I mean, she has to come back, right? And of course, fucking Max Payne here. Absolute legend. Look at him go. Sweating up a storm. Taught me everything I know. God bless. Yeah, I'm so grateful to you, Mr. Payne. God bless. I love you. Okay, well, I'm going out. I'm tabbing out. I'm in OBS now, which means that the end is nigh. So if you have anything else to say to me, out with it. Nope, you cannot talk. Okay, right. I'm just going to stop the recording. Bye. Thanks for watching. And always remember...